All right, welcome to Soccer Street Voice. And of course, it's match day live and Chelsea against Manchester City. First match for Chelsea. And I'm right here with Terfa, a die-hard Chelsea fan. And I know most Chelsea fans are not really happy, not really excited about the outcome of the match today. But Terfa, what's up? First match of the season. And I don't know, what's your general assessment? What's the feeling like today?
My spirit has been down because I came with a lot of expectations for a club that has bought a lot of players. Although, on a general note, although most of them I would say are average players, but I was expecting much more from Chelsea.
Right, average players. Last season, first match against Manchester City, I remember Chelsea gave Manchester City a real tough fight because the score line was 4-4. This season, the first match of the season is 2-0. I don't know. Are we degrading or you're moving forward? What's your view about that?
Well, for a club like Chelsea playing against Man City, everyone will expect that the match will be very tough.
That's correct. That's
And
correct.
what we're actually expecting, like I mentioned earlier,
Mm,
the expectation was that having been beaten by Man City last season,
yeah,
well, the first leg was 4-4,
yeah,
the second leg was 1-1.
yeah. One.
But Man City still defeated Chelsea. I think FA Cup
Yeah,
semi-finals or
that's
so. Yeah,
correct. Yeah, that's
yeah.
correct.
So the expectation, like I said earlier, is that the first match of the season, having done a lot of transfers, we expect much better.
Yeah.
Sincerely, we expect much better.
All right, Tifa, let's talk briefly about the lineup. The lineup today, are you really satisfied with the lineup? We know Thiago Silva is no more. Fofana is replacing him. Are you comfortable with Enzo Maresca's lineup today? Were you really satisfied with the lineup today, or you expected the new signings to have started the match? Like Pedro came up the pitch. Subsequently, should Pedro have started? Should Magui have started? Or how do you view the lineup today? Are you satisfied?
No, well, not really, because let me begin with the attacking. The
Yeah.
attacking.
Mm.
For a player like Nicholas Jackson, for me, I would say it in clear terms that he performed below average last season.
Okay.
So I wasn't expecting that you will start him and he will play up to 90 minutes.
Mm.
Judging by the performance that he carried out on the pitch.
Today, yeah.
So I expected that maybe the beginning of second half there will be a substitution and probably Magui will come on board and we'll see what will happen. At least for a change, you know,
Yeah.
anything good can come out of a change.
Definitely.
For defenders, well, Thiago Silva is gone, like he said,
Yeah.
and
Ben Chilwell was up.
Ben Chilwell.
No, even I don't know whether he's injured or because I didn't even see him on the lineup today. But Rhys James was not there as well.
Well, it's James is as a result of injury.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
Badia
he is
Shields.
down as a result of injury.
Yeah.
Well, but the Shield has not actually been my own kind of player.
Okay.
Yeah, because for someone who seems not to be confident at the back,
Yeah.
I think the lineup for me, it wasn't too bad.
All right.
Yes, and for him to have started the regular players that were there last season,
Mm,
you know, it wasn't too bad. But I expected the substitution to have come much earlier.
much
For
earlier.
a
than-
manager who wants to get the result.
That's correct.
you know.
That's
Yeah,
correct.
for a manager who wants to get the result.
Mm.
And uh, for a player like Christopher Nkunku,
Yeah.
you know, he's a good winger.
Very good.
Before he
winger,
came to
man.
Chelsea, we know what he used to do in his former
That's
club.
correct. That's correct.
So I also expected him to play better than what he did. Although for last season he didn't have a lot of play time because
Yeah.
of injury, on and off, and all of that.
All right.
So on a general note, I think we need to improve.
All right, definitely, Tifa. I like what you're saying. Well, in case you just joined us, this is Soccer Street Boys. All you need to do is just press the like button and the subscribe button and tap the notification button. Definitely, we have amazing content for you. Tifa, before I just let you go on the show this evening, I just want to ask you one question. What is Chelsea's target? Is it getting back into the top four, or maybe moving up a bit on the table log? Because where you ended last season was quite abysmal, and I know most Chelsea fans weren't satisfied with that.
My,
So what's the target
my
this
brother, the
season?
expectation this season is for the trophy.
Whoa!
Yes.
Are you serious about that?
No, that is what do you expect me to say as a fan? What do you expect me to say as a fan? For someone who has been a fan for slightly over 20 years, around 2003. Whoa! So the expectation
Man,
is
that's crazy.
more so that haven't brought in a lot of players.
Yeah,
The expectation is Premier League title.
very high. Yeah, sure.
Because I know that the owner now, the American, is expecting the title as well. So for we the fans who expect the same thing, haven't spent a lot of money on players. That is our expectation.
All right,
the title.
Expectation is the title, according to Terfa. And I know Chelsea fans out there are really excited about this, and they surely be supporting Terfa. Terfa, let's talk briefly about your coach, man. He hasn't managed a high-profile club, and you know he was managing a club in the Championship, and Chelsea hired him. How are you confident this guy will take Chelsea to the next level?
Well, talking about the coach, Maresca.
Yeah.
If I would take us back a little bit, our first Champions League title was given to us by a coach who was, let me say in quote, underrated.
Underrated, yeah.
Villas-Boas.
Villas-Boas
was sent away. The manager that managed Chelsea to the first trophy that we had in Champions League was someone who was highly underrated. I think for me, I would rather suggest that we give him a little time.
All right.
Hoping that what we've seen today will not repeat itself.
All right.
Especially when, if you look at the table now, I think we must have gone far down the table.
No, definitely.
So we need to pick up so that the next match we will get the result.
All right, Terfa is a crazy Chelsea fan. He has been supporting Chelsea for the past 20-something years. Terfa, before I let you go, what are the positives you took from this match today? I know you had some positives that you definitely be taking from the match. Was it the high pressing? Because I saw at some moments in the game, I saw some high pressing, great intensity, great coordination from Chelsea. I don't really know. What's that positive stuff you took from this match today?
Well, before I talk about the positives, there have been positive aspects of the match, but the major challenge is for someone that will finish. The finishing is the most
important
deficit thing.
Definitely.
It is actually the deficit.
Yeah.
Because for, like I always say, if Erling Haaland were a Chelsea player today, he will not score the number of goals that he scores.
No, definitely.
Yes. The reason is because the opportunities that Man City creates for the attacker to do the finishing, the clean job, the dirty job, is not so much in Chelsea.
That's it.
And apart from that, so let me talk about the positives. Well, Cole Palmer has always been my man.
Yeah.
No matter how down the club is, he shows himself.
Chelsea's best player for the whole of last season.
Yes. So for me, one of the most positive things about the match is his performance. I hope that he will do much better and other players too will pick up.
All right.
Yes.
All right, Terfa, just one more thing before I let you go, please. What's the message for Chelsea fans? What's the message to them? Because I know most of them are demoralized right now.
Keep up the hope. Keep up the hope. Keep up the hope.
Keep up the hope.
Keep up the hope. Before I will go.
All right, sure.
Yes. I know that the Premier League reviews the rules of the matches of the match. The rules that will govern the season.
That's
and one thing I couldn't actually place my hand on exactly was the fact that there was a rebound and it was counted as an offside.
Okay.
For me, well, everybody quote me today. Somewhere along the season, such a goal will be given, and they will always look for excuses to cover it.
Absolutely,
That is
absolutely.
just Premier League for you.
Absolutely. Tifa, I forgot to ask you a couple of penalty shouts in the match today. How do you see or view the officiating today? Were those actually penalties, or what's your thoughts about that?
Well, as much as
Yeah.
Taylor has never been a fan, or let me say, has never actually officiated a match that favors Chelsea.
Yeah.
If you go back to history, most of the matches he officiates against Chelsea, especially with the Big Four,
Wow.
ends up in controversy. Today is not an exception.
All right. All right, Tifa, I just want to say a very big thank you to you, and thanks for coming on Soccer Street Voice, bro.
Thank you.
All right. All right, that's Terfa for you, a crazy Chelsea fan there. And of course, if you haven't subscribed to this channel, what are you waiting for? Just go down there and tap the subscribe button, tap the like button, tap the notification button, because we'll be bringing you amazing content from now until the Premier League is over. And Terfa here is wishing all Chelsea fans, he's telling them just to calm down and be patient, because they definitely be turning the season around in a matter of time. Well, thank you. I'll see you again.